Began, one of the main tourist destinations in Myanmar and capital of the first Myanmar Empire, one of the richest archaeological sites in Southeast Asia, on the eastern bank of the Irrawaddy River. There's the Irrawaddy River in the background there. After doing another all-nighter on the bus, we spend the first night in our room. We've got a lovely hotel on the banks of the Irrawaddy River. Today we'd meet Lucky and his driver. I remember the horse's name but not the driver's. These drivers live very simple lives. There's a group of about 20 to 30 of them and they camp outside our hotel and they live there on the side of the road with their horses. The drivers will also act as a tour guide, and if you're not sure where you're going, they'll take you around to the most popular and interesting place. Tumino Thea Gai, built in 1218 AD, 3 stories high, 150 foot tall. Brickworks, tile glazing and plaster carvings all make this an interesting place to visit. This is the mural made of cotton.
Yes.
And it's the only one in Bagan, 11th century.
And then here, these are the original color. The color is original. And then left and right to the 1998 UNESCO, they make all the cleaning.
Ah.
Some people, they want to look for detail and design. Yeah. In Bagan, it's very famous to lacquerware. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Lacquerware is they make design is the copy from in the temple.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Bupaya, originally built in 3rd century AD, it was reconstructed after the 1975 earthquake and is positioned right on the Irrawaddy River. This is the Irrawaddy River and all the local boats. A lot go upstream to Mandalay. Oh, we're going to be catching a fast boat, a tourist boat, from a different location.
What's the river? Irrawaddy.
Irrawaddy. The Mahabodhi temple, built in 1215 AD, 150 foot high. There are 463 Buddha images in different postures placed in the niches in the spire. This door is over 900 years old. "47 steps up." to the next level. Look how polished the stairs are. These are new stairs from the earthquake in 1975. Up. I stopped for the day the Swiss and Door Pagoda for sunset.
Jump. Ready? On. Brake. This brake is back. So you better use this one. This brake is
Front brake.
you better this one.
Yep.
Fast. On. Off.
Yep.
Okay.
And this
Fast.
is. Yep.
On. Second. Gone.
Alright.
And brake.
Yep. And
1, 2, 3.
beautiful. And this tells me about
This
battery.
enough 8 hours.
8 hours.
Now to 8 in the evening.
Yep.
Sorry.
He's away. He's gone. Don't forget me, Mark. It's so bright, but here we go. We're off on our e-bike. Our third day in began. This is over the speed bump. Picking up speed. How fast we go? It's got a speedo. Oh, it's got squeaky brakes, that's for sure.
Yep. We're doing 30.
Flat out.
No. 20.
Climbed up near the top of this old pagoda. It's undergone quite a bit of restoration, but I've got up here and there's a view out over the Irrawaddy River. I'll give you a run through a typical temple. We have the entrance here. This one is sunken. We always take off our shoes and socks when entering temple and should be covering knees and shoulders. Okay, this one's great. There's no tourists here. It's off the beaten track a little bit. I can see some original artwork there. So the brickwork was rendered and from what I've been able to see, quite intricate artwork on them. Now they quite commonly have these little rooms that are like little dead ends, vestibules or something maybe. There's one on each side there. And if we continue round, we of course have our Buddha. I think this one's quite original. You can see a little bit of patchwork on him. And we have our openings. All these little alcoves here would have had Buddhas in them. And then we have usually north, south, east and west. We have a Buddha with a natural light opening. I've got no Buddha on this side. I don't know what that's about, but we do have these two blind openings again. It's a little bit spooky. Yeah, so one on each side there. Our last Buddha with his opening. You can see a brace there to help hold this together. Such a shame after so many hundreds of years that an earthquake comes along and can destroy so many buildings. And that concludes our tour. Thank you for joining me. Seems even though we're off the beaten track, sellers have been able to find us. They're at all the temples selling longies, sculptures, sand paintings. Like in the town of Newtown, actually quite a nice, peaceful bit of a town. As you can see, there's not a lot of traffic. There's not really a city.
Đây là một cháu mà. Đây không biết đâu đồng cháu rồi nè.
These are very long toddy palm tree. This with a small chocati mixed together. Inside the tamarind juice, soft juice, palm sugar juice, and hot dry. And then this corn, this kava made the smoky the chillus.
Just been to visit a little village and been shown around, do sand paintings, grow cotton and weaving cotton, and also lacquerware. This is the primary school. Going into the cave grotto. Lovely and cool. So gets quite hot by 12 o'clock. Stays hot till about 4 o'clock. It's a pretty nice place to sleep. Just going into another one. It's like a maze. We're in Narangi-oo or Narangi-oo or something like that. Quite a built-up, busy area. We're trying to find the Irrawaddy River up here, and hopefully somewhere nice to eat by the water. We spotted the river. Now we've just got to find somewhere nice to eat. Driving up the... Oop, avoids anchors. Driving up the river bank of the Irrawaddy River. The largest temple in Bagan is the Damayangi Temple. Completed in 1165 after 3 years construction. Commissioned by King Narathu to atone for his sins of assassinating his father, brother and wife. The eccentricity of the king is reflected in the building's finely set brickwork. It was noted that he executed a bricklayer for his not too perfect masonry work. His gaps were too wide. It is constructed with 2 corridors, but the inner one was blocked before it was finished because of structural problems, and the king himself was assassinated. It is constructed from 6 million bricks and uses sandstone blocks for strength in the corners of the building. The approach to the Amanda Temple. We're getting here around sunset time.
Where are we going?
So far, so good. Nearly back, hopefully, because our bike's starting to get pretty flat. We're doing, how fast are we going now? We're doing 30 hours going downhill. So, I think it'll get us there. Oh, 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 we need a downhill, quick. We need a downhill. As soon as we get up here, it'll start going downhill and we should make it back.
I don't turn the light off. Oh, there's a bit more grunt. No, done.
It's done. We're going to roll back now. These are gourds. That's the stalks. The trellis. The stalks. And a handful of plants. Mother goddess of Mount Popa. After dying of a broken heart, this princess became a powerful missionary nat or spirit. We're at Mount Popa, which is built on the top of a volcanic plug, but unfortunately it's very been raining and there's no view whatsoever. Oh, here's one. These are the gnats, which are like spirits. I think that's the one from the Mount Popa. sky breaks. We're on the water, heading towards Mandalay. An all-day journey.